Number 3, we're going to be looking at how to find the derivative of inverses. So the question 3 is as follows. If the function f of x is 2x to the third plus 2x squared, we have to find the derivative of the inverse, find the derivative of f inverse of x at x equals 4, where the inverse evaluated at 4 equals 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So in this particular problem, we're going to be using FLipdesc to solve it. We want to flip the derivative evaluated at the switched coordinates for this particular problem. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and set up our table to help us stay organized. So on the inverse, we have f world and f inverse world. Okay, so in the f inverse world, the y coordinates come first and then the x coordinate, and then in the f world, the x coordinate first and then the y coordinate. So we're going to start with the f inverse world because that's what we're given here. So since f inverse of 4 is equal to 1, now this is very, very important. Perhaps the most tricky part of this whole process is correctly identifying what x and y are. So you have to remember that the input of the inverse is your y, and the output of your inverse is your x. It's switched around, okay? So if we put it here, it's going to be the ordered pair 4, 1. Now, we are going to be dealing with f, so we have to fix our coordinates, okay? So when you go from the inverse world to the regular world, f world, you're going to have to switch your coordinates, okay? You take the inverse of that, which means interchange your x and y, so you have 1, 4. Alrighty? Now, we're going to find the derivative of f and evaluate it at this x value, 1. Alrighty? So in the f world now, f of x is... let's see, what is f of x? F of x is 2x to the third plus 2x squared. Okay, now what is the derivative? We differentiate the function. That gives us 6x squared plus 4x. Okay, so now it's x that goes into this inverse, into the derivative. So you have f prime of 1, not 4, f prime of 1, which is equal to 6 times 1 squared plus 4 times 1. And then we use our order of operations to simplify this. We have 6 plus 4, which is 10. Okay, we're not done yet. Now to find the derivative of the inverse, we're going to have to flip this, okay, because we need to go back to the inverse world. And the derivative in the inverse world is like dx dy. All right, so that just involves reciprocation. So when we reciprocate 10, it becomes 1 over 10. And there goes your answer right there. So f, the derivative of the inverse function evaluated at x equals 4 is simply 1 over 10. Alrighty? And there goes your final answer. And if you don't like this method, there's also a formula for finding the derivative of inverses that you can also implement. So if you want to find f inverse of x prime, is basically the reciprocal of the derivative evaluated at the inverse. So you just have to find the appropriate input value to plug in here in order to carry out your calculations. All right? So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. I really appreciate it. If you found the contents of this tutorial helpful in your preparation for the upcoming AP Calculus exam, do give us a like or a thumbs up. Your positive feedback is very valuable to us. If you have any questions or comments about what we covered in this tutorial or any calculus questions in general, just post it in the comment section below and we'll be more than glad to respond. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for updates to other great AP Calc tutorials such as this. More support resources can be found at our website at mathgotserved.com. Do check it out, or take a look on the link in the description below to get more tutorials. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day.